Move along. No outsiders.
He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too.
Shut it, Breck.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to destroy.
Oh.
It was an...
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keir like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keir was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
Closing early tomorrow. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy? Talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back? Even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk.
You see that worm? No one can land a scratch on it.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes?
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tuchanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
just cleaned my armor. It's already dusty.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Just scabs.
Saw the worm bust straight through an old ship.
Soft, squishy
Not
human
a
like you
scratch
should probably
on
steer
it.
clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. Doesn't seem to care about us at all. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
You don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tachanka.
You mean that? Because it doesn't sound like you mean that.
You're right. I don't. You weren't there when the Council species on the Nexus banded together to screw over the Krogan. Again. New galaxy, same crap.
I'd just like you to give me, personally, the benefit of the doubt.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you. Only regret. Watch. The Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon.
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah. Maybe.
She said the initiative will pay.
Vorka,
That's us.
listen to yourself.
That's scary.
I
Let's
know what
talk
I
to
saw.
Brank before we
Did that
freak
worm
out.
think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
A divided colony will never survive out here.
Which is why we need to act fast. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wild to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Drac, you old wreck. Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Grot. I have stories, let me tell. Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. He can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. Now that I know I can trust you.
It's... rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
I'll talk to you later.
Think we'll have to go back to Mia? No. Deal with the fire and find out. Physiology should last the next decade.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tachanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Ugh.
Drag.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol. Like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself. Strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
That's all for now.
Back to it. Ran into some of those scavengers on the
Come on.
Blood Threshers, come on. Double your creds with the Blood Threshers? Got your winning ticket right here. So, you in?
Maybe another time.
Fine, but if you ever want the rush of victory, you come back here.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgal. Or Clan Urdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor, too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
Why? That's remnant tech. She can't activate it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus.
If Morta gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Break.
Someone get this trash out of here.
See that worm? No one can land a scratch on it. Just rejecting the water now.
Ha! You must be the Pathfinder.
That's me. Know anything about those crazy plants out on the dunes?
The red ones? Well, there used to be a lot more of them.
What do you mean?
You see all those red banners outside? The red paint on the walls? Yeah? The crushed leaves make a perfect dye. Other than that, not much use. Pretty to look at, though.
What do you do at the colony?
Botany. Sort of. I'm Vorn's apprentice. He's the real genius with plants.
How's research going?
Slowly. We're fine on Eladon, but plants aren't. They need a better defense against the elements. I want to experiment by crossing vegetation with the native animal life on Eladon.
From what I've seen of the wildlife, those will be some exciting plants.
Now I just need to convince Vorn. He thinks it's too dangerous. I guess there's a chance of breeding carnivorous plants like the ones back home, but it's worth the risk.
I'll leave you to your work.
Been out of the sea about Araxia?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. you can extract minerals via your mining interface. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Look ahead. The scavengers dug into the sand.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
That thing's remnant for sure.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
This heat is unbearable.
I detect a considerable temperature drop in shaded areas. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
We've got targets!
Shaman will handle the rest. Good.
I don't think we'll last much longer in this. Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Those are some pretty crazy rock formations.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Gunnar. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in and get out.
The party just got bigger. All right, now.
How's it going, Sam? Come on, come on! How big are those files?
Unreasonably large. Also, this terminal holds 15 exabytes of data, and I have no way to gauge what is important.
Damn. Should have thought of that.
Download complete. We may leave now.
Easy for you to say. Can you tell what's in all that data? Better have been worth almost getting killed.
Patches encrypted. However, a few phrases stand out. Krogan.
Yeah. Still hot.
Armoring up.
Life support is stable.
Outlaw tech, keep your eyes peeled.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Heat levels increasing. zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your...
So this is where the worst of the worst gather.
Eldon will never be a safe place to settle unless they're gone.
So let's get them gone. This place is a den of scum. Keep your eyes open.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
I detect above normal temperatures. Disable the alarm before it attracts reinforcements, Pathfinder. Disabling the...
Gotta do something, kid. Can't let these scavengers murder those people.
We should get to that site as soon as we can.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Disabling the alarm will call off reinforcements.
Outlaw spotted.
We need to get out of this heat zone. That'll... Locked. They must have barricaded themselves in. What now?
If we can find a security terminal, I may be able to attempt to bypass the locks remotely.
These constructions are ours. I think this is one of our failed mining outposts.
I'm just saying, there's too much remnant here. Feel like I'm always being watched. They're just hunks of metal. I think there's something controlling them. Something out there, watching and waiting. Okay, you've been out in the sun too long, buddy.
I can bypass the command center's doors from here, Pathfinder. Please try to remain within range of the console until the process is completed.
Get ready, kid. They know we're here.
Pathfinder, I have bypassed security. You can now enter the command center. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
There. Let's hope that stops him.
Shields are up. I'll take their fire.
Oh, this should be fun.
I think this console opens a door to a nearby bunker.
What are we waiting for? Let's go find it.
That's it for now.
Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
That's one. Initiative outposts springing up all over Helios. You hear about?
Almost there, Pathfinder. Just one more console to disable the door.
There. Security disabled. Anything else, Sam?
No, Pathfinder. You should have access to the storage closet now. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. I detect above normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. I detect above normal temperatures. Life support restored. Heat levels increasing. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Had a thought. You think Ania has info about her water source in her office?
The one by the docks. Security's insane. We'll never get in there.
Just trying to find an alternative to combing the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Huh. Comms just went dead.
All of the colony's water comes from Ania, too. The deal works right now, but it may not last.
This impacts the long-term survival of everyone here. Krogan, exiles, it doesn't matter. We need to improve the situation if we can.
That's what I like to hear. Where do we start?
Those scavengers talked about security around Ania's office. I bet there's something there.
I detect above normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. I detect above normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.